All right, what's going on? I'm the Passionate Painter, and today we're going to do an episode on how to mix Bondo. If you've never done it, it might be a little daunting. It's really not. It's really easy. I'm going to give you a really simple method of how to do it, and you'll be doing it in no time. I'm a painter. I'm a residential painter, but I grew up around a body shop. My dad owned one, and I was fortunate enough to have him show me stuff, and we use it in the painting stuff. In the painting field, usually we're doing some woodworking, something that really needs a good, strong grab to it, where we're pairing something. We'll use Bondo from time to time. So here's my knowledge on it, and I'm going to show you how to do it. All right, we got our tools together. What we're going to start with is we're going to start with a mixing board or something else you can mix on. We're going to need something to pull the Bondo with out of the can, and we're going to need something to mix the Bondo with. Now, you can substitute these two for one if you want. I use both. This is called a spreader, and this is a regular mud knife. All right, I took a nice blob, I took it out of the can, I put it on my board. Now, you just want to let it sit for a second. I already did that, I paused for you guys, and I let it self-level a little bit. It's really not going to go past this. I mean, it might if you let it sit for a while, but you don't need to. Just, like a minute or so. And it'll self-level itself out to a blob. Now, once you got your blob set out, you're going to get your hardener. That's going to come with your Bondo, or you're going to have to buy it separately depending on if you buy it from a wholesaler. Real quick, before I put this hardener in, I want to go over a couple things. Now, Bondo is not like Easy Sand 20 or lightweight joint compound filler. This stuff gets hard. It gets very hard if you're not familiar with it, and it's hard to sand. So make sure that you're using it very, very sparingly as much as you need. Don't go overboard with it. Also, only mix up as much as you need for that particular job you're doing that you're going to be able to use in the next 5 to 10 minutes, at most 8. Because this stuff's going to set up. It's going to set up quick, and once it starts setting up, it's over with. There's no saving it. There's no nothing. It's done. Get it off your tools as fast as you can. Get it away from every area you can, and clean up. All right, we're going to put this in now. Now, here's the trick. I told you I was going to show you a trick for mixing it. Make it very simple. Okay, we got our blob. It self-leveled itself out. Now, I'm going to take my hardener. I'm going to come up to the screen here. And this always depends on temperature. Your temperature is always going to be your base for everything. We are 71 degrees on the thermostat right now. That is basic room temperature. So, at room temperature, I'm going to take my blob, and then if you look from edge to edge, it's the diameter of the circle. We don't want that. Think of the radius from the center to the edge, and then maybe half of that at room temperature. Now, if you're going to get colder, say it's 50 degrees, 60 degrees, I'd go, half a circle of the radius of the blob. Or say it's, 50, I don't know why you'd be working in 50. Maybe you work for a guy who's cheap and you don't have to turn the heat on. I don't know. But you can start getting it even more and more and more. And you'll play with it, you'll get a feel for it as you work with it more. But that's pretty much the basics, the formula I use to mixing it up. So we're going to go here, we're going to do that like I told you. We're going to do a quarter of a radius, or a half a radius. That's what it looks like. Now, you want to mix Bondo up really, really well. I'm going to get my spreader out, and I'm going to go to town on it. I'm going to pull it, flip it, pull it, pull it, flip it, pull it. I'm going to keep doing that until it's all the color's gone. Can you see how you got waves of color in there? You want that all gone. You want it uniform. So this is going to turn into a nice, light bluish color. Spread it. Flip it, pull it. Spread it, flip it, pull it. I'm going to pause you for a second. You don't want to watch. This is boring. All right. I've been going at this for about a minute now. It's uniform. It's all the way through. I can start using it now. Well, the clock starts now. You got to remember that. The clock starts now. We have put the hardener in it, which is a catalyst. A catalyst, which is, from a science standpoint, it causes a chemical reaction to occur where it dries that way. This Bondo, without the hardener in it, it'll get stiff. It'll never get hard as a rock like it would with the thing, with the hardener in it. Start spreading it in, putting it where I need it. All right, I hurried up and I ran and I cleaned my spreader off because you want to do it right away, right when you're done. I spread out what I could, everything I had. And, well, actually, what I'm doing here is I'm making a shower pan. I'm making it from scratch. It's my first time. And I thought I'd put some Bondo in the seams to help it hold up tighter. Even though I did also fiberglass it and resin it. But that's another episode for another day. So that's it, man. That's how you mix Bondo. Nothing to it. Told you, easy as pie. Come back for any more videos I got. I got really good pro tips for you guys. Really informative and entertaining. Come on back. Like us in the box below. Thanks.